I'm Corey, the founder of Codexia. Let me show you the exact kind of code base Codexia is built for. This is a real Android activity. Business logic, callbacks, tower connection, and a manual handoff method. No compose, no UI, just raw Android. This is the kind of legacy code that normally takes weeks to migrate by hand. Codexia turns it into native swiftUI automatically. When I run a Titan sync, Codexia doesn't translate code. It reconstructs the intent of the feature, the UI, the architecture, the sync behavior, and rebuilds it in the target platform's native patterns. So you can see it already put a couple of folders in here. This was an empty iOS project. During the sync, Codexia is analyzing the Android source, extracting the intent graph, mapping lifecycle events, reconstructing the UI semantics, and generating swiftUI that matches the architecture of the iOS project. It also rebuilds the business logic, singletons, callbacks, async flows, and idiomatic Swift. So this isn't a template engine. Codexia performs a full multi-file migration, validates the output, runs it through a rewrite pass, and ensures the Swift code compiles cleanly. So it's doing the work of a senior engineer, not a code generator. What you're about to see is a complete Android feature. UI, architecture, and async logic. Rebuild as native Swift UI. No manual edits, no glue code, just a clean, production-ready iOS implementation. Now that the sync has finished, I'll open the generated swiftUI file first, then the generated radio manager, and you'll see exactly how Codexia handles UI, state, navigation, and business logic. So we're going to go here. We're going to open this one. This is the iOS version Codexia generated automatically. It rebuilt the entire UI in swiftUI. Tower status, signal strength, color coding, loading state, and the manual handoff button. It mapped Android to swiftUIs. It mapped the callback to published state, and it wired everything into my navigation path architecture without me touching a line. And here's the architecture layer. Codexia rebuilt the Android singleton as a Swift observable object, preserved the async behavior, preserved the business logic, and exposed state through so the UI updates automatically. This is idiomatic Swift. This is production ready, and this came directly from the Android source. So Codexia isn't a code generator, it's a migration engine. You give it Android, it gives you native iOS. UI, architecture, navigation, async logic, all rebuilt automatically. Thank you for your time.